What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Late night surprise stream after the VGX Heroes Hangout. If you guys joined that, had one of my buddies reach out to me. You guys are familiar with him. We're just, decided to do a little pop-up live stream tonight. So just bring them in right now. And if you guys are, watching, feel free to share this out to whoever on Twitter. But let's welcome him to the stream. 6FIG.
Jeez, I thought, dude, I was like, man, how much is this dude gonna pay me to get me on his channel again? We're not live, are we? Oh,
Yeah, we're live.
Damn. Okay. Well, hey guys, what's happening? I'm here. No, seriously, dude. I tried to hop into the Heroes live stream right as you guys were wrapping things up, but I was going to drop in and say hi, do a little bit of TA. I literally had flipped the switches on my breaker to my computers and lights and all that stuff, and lo and behold, I go to join the link and everything had ended. So I was like, oh, there's that. So here we are, just doing a little impromptu live stream. So I'm super pumped for this. You guys killed it on your spaces. How long did that run tonight?
It was a little over 2 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I try to, me or us in general. I try to keep it to an hour long.
Mm-hmm.
The last couple of weeks, it's just time flies, man. Like when you're having fun, it's a great community. Yeah. We get new faces on the channel, and we hear their crypto story, and then people come from all over. They chime in, and the conversation just keeps going. And then before you know it, it's like, oh my god, 2 hours have flown by. 3 hours, 4 hours type of thing. So it just gets crazy with these spaces. This is my third video today.
That's awesome, dude.
This is insane because I did the Voyager Reddit AMA with Steve Ehrlich. I did a whole live stream on that real time, and then I went back into the timestamps of all the questions to the VGX Heroes Hangout, and then to this. So
awesome, dude, you're killing it.
For me, yeah, 3 days. I gotta get timestamps tomorrow for that, and then this video. So it's gonna be a busy morning for me tomorrow morning.
Nice. Yeah, I hear you there, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, it seems like the longer the videos, the harder it is to timestamp and all that stuff. I don't do timestamps personally. Probably should, but
it helps. It just depends. It's hard. It takes a lot of time and effort, and depending on your situation, it's like seriously, for today when I did the Reddit AMA or whatever, it was an hour stream, but there were so many questions that happened when I was going through it. I had to go back and dissect every single one and do it. It took me an hour to do the timestamps, but a lot of people appreciate that shit. And I wanted to make it as easy as I can for my audience, because then I posted it. And does someone really want to go back through an hour-long interview and like listen to what they want to hear, or do they want to go to my timestamps and listen to, or go look at a question that they've had in their head, type of thing? So I try to make it easy for my audience, at least. And timestamps, just something I've been doing ever since. Actually, not ever since. I don't know when I started doing timestamps.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and I was just like, man, because I started seeing it, and then I just YouTubed it or Googled it, like, how do I add timestamps? And it's pretty easy. It's just, you either find someone, if you have a big YouTube following, that goes and does the timestamps for you and then adds it to your videos, or you do it yourself, which it sucks. Like, don't get me wrong, but I think it's definitely beneficial in the long run.
Yeah, for sure. It's a tough thing, man. Well, for sure, in the long run, especially if you're doing something takes up a lot of time, you want the video to really stand the test of time. Yeah, probably a good thing. So
yeah. All right, let's check out the comments section. We got Strika. Oh God, Strika. He's in Australia, by the way. It's probably like 2-3 in the afternoon out there. Strika.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Says I don't think of the patience to do timestamps in some of those long streams.
Yeah, dude. I go back the next morning when I do 4-hour live streams, and I'll go back and do it still. So
it's so hard to really keep track of too.
Yeah.
like live, like you're just going
Like
you're
Crypto Wendy,
jumping.
you said she was taking notes during
Yeah,
yours. I
she
guarantee she does it
does.
because she puts timestamps in
Yeah,
her shit. Like I have a stickies note right here in my second monitor here, and
yeah,
I've got 5 timestamps for a couple crypto stories of some of the new VGX heroes that joined our stream. So
yeah, yeah, definitely, man. Well, what do you think's going on with the market right now?
it's just, I don't know. It's very undecided right now. There's a lot of, geopolitical stuff going on and macroeconomics that's just running the market. I think crypto is definitely a curveball that's being thrown into the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting adopted a lot faster than the internet did in the early 90s and mid 90s and whatnot, because, the adoption of the internet was pretty slow, but what they're saying is the adoption of Bitcoin and crypto is moving like 10x, 10 times faster than the adoption of the internet in the early to mid 90s. So, especially with all the crazy stuff going on in the banks and the centralized crap and all that, be your own bank.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree. And it's kind of interesting this time around, or at least right now, because one thing that has come to mind when I talk, when I start thinking about like crypto and like real world applications and these problems that we're facing, especially with like this whole Russia Ukraine thing and how they are seeking crypto donations. So everybody's pissed at crypto that's not in it before, but now they want crypto to come and save the world when it comes to war and when it comes to like all that the trucker protests and stuff like that.
yeah.
You just really get a glimpse at how valuable it is to have these alternative financial crypto institutions that can really come and come to the rescue.
Yep.
So it's just amazing to me to see that go down like that, and how the governments and things like that can't do squat.
I know when they try to, but
Yeah, it is what it is. But
Matt Green says, 6Fig, did you get the content creator position at Nervos?
dude,
Yeah.
I've no,
You'd be
I
the
didn't.
best candidate too.
Dude, I can't get Nervos to even return an email, or really the only person to that I'm really in deep with at Nervos is probably Jordan
Jordan
Mack.
Mack.
He's
Yep.
an awesome friend. But yeah, other than that, I get left on red just like everybody else probably does. I
Yeah.
think the main thing behind that is they are probably trying to separate themselves away from direct contact with like TA and price speculation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I do get that aspect of it. But they don't owe me anything. I don't owe them anything. Kind of.
Yep.
I would love to maybe help out in some way, if possible, at some point in time. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm sure that will happen at some point. I'm gonna keep talking about Nervos and CKB, so they're gonna have to deal with me at some point.
Yeah.
It is the way it is. But no, I absolutely I did reach out about that, but I have not heard back. So it's what it is.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that's why I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket type of thing. I mean, yeah, now that I do Voyager stuff and I put out Voyager videos, that's the most views that I'm getting on my channel.
Yeah.
VGX Heroes community. Like, I love it. Yeah, it's my number one holding. Like, I don't lie to you guys. I don't lie to anyone that watches me. I'm very transparent in all my videos. I tell you when I sell my shit. Like, I've got videos on that. But, yeah, like, I put out a video on Voyager. It gets lots of views, or I do whatever. But as soon as I, steer away from that, or I go and talk about anything else, my views go down. But I don't want to like, it all depends on the content creator and who's, I mean, at least for me, I have like 5-6 different investments that I'm invested into right now, but Voyager's my number one, and YouTube is just another passive income stream where I make 50 cents to $1 a day. I don't make anything on YouTube, guys. I'm very transparent when it comes to this. It's just something that keeps me stimulated because I don't have my day job. I quit my day job almost a year ago, coming up on an anniversary here soon. So it's like, this is what people do when you per se retire. I don't think there's ever a term that's going to be called retired anymore. It's like, it's the term. It's like you become financially free. What are you going to do with your time type of thing? So it's like, I'm pretty decent financially, but like you get all that, like, what do? You just sit around all day and drink? Like, no, you got to stay stimulated, keep up. So that's why I started my YouTube channel back in July. Like, yeah, I took like 4 or 5 months off when I quit my day job, but like, I do this for community. I do this because it keeps me stimulated in the market with my investments. Like, this is an ever changing environment, man. Like, this technology and crypto. So especially nowadays, like, I can't retire, man. I got to keep up with my investments because of the regulations and like there's, so I'm extremely high risk for anyone watching. Don't follow me. I'm just an outlier. But for anyone that's like new to the crypto space or anything, yeah, like you're still early. We're still early. And if you're watching this video, you're really early type of thing. But
100%.
Oh, Elizabeth. Yeah, she popped in. Oh, late night chat. Yep.
Yeah. The Queen of Crypto has entered the world's greatest live stream that has ever taken place.
So yeah, we're just hanging out, having a good time. We haven't gone live together since, what did I say, January 23rd or something like that. Yeah, we're all degenerates.
Dude, it's been crazy. Yeah, absolutely, we're all freaking degenerates.
Am I still blocked? Joel, you're not blocked. Who blocked you?
Yeah, that's.
Oh God, I don't know. Fill me in, Joel. You were active today. You were good, man. You had some good comments on the stream from the Reddit today.
Yeah, I missed the Reddit thing. How did that go?
It was good. I didn't know what to expect because they kept like pushing it, Voyager and whatnot, and I was like, oh, because I'm not familiar with Reddit. I know you've been on Reddit forever and whatnot, but
that's where I buy a lot of my gun parts and ammunition.
Nice. But
our gun deals.
Historically, like a toxic environment, right? Like the people, the users, and everyone. Yeah,
everything on there is toxic as hell. It's like Twitter. It's a battleground, man. More than anything, it's a freaking battleground.
Yeah.
Like, put on your diaper because it's about to get nasty if you spend any amount of time in there trying to battle it out.
Yeah, it's like you can't win or whatever. So yeah, Voyager held an AMA today, and like I didn't know if they were gonna go live. Because can you do live streams, like videos on Reddit?
Yeah, you can do some live stuff on there.
That's what I saw.
I have seen it. I've seen like musicians doing that too. Yeah.
Huh. So yeah, so I thought Voyager was gonna go live, and that's why I debated to do the live stream or whatever. What I did, I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen because I'm not on Reddit or whatever. But they put out a thread 2 days ago. Hey, we're gonna go live, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, then they started a new thread right before it started, and then people could ask questions, and then they answered their top questions from the last 2 days or whatever. So yeah, it was okay. Like, I mean, like I said, I don't know if you follow Voyager. They added 2 new tiers. So there's a lower tier, 50 VGX, and a higher tier, 50,000 VGX. What they added. That's pretty much the biggest takeaway that I took from today, the AMA. Bunch of little things, but it is confirmed. Yeah, there's the 50,000 VGX tier that I'm a part of. Steve said it's a concierge. Like you get a manager with your account. So like you get 50,000 VGX tokens, you like get treated with concierge or something like that. It was
and
which
rightfully
apparently
you should.
they do that in other like credit card companies. I'm not
Oh
familiar with like
yeah,
loyalty programs.
yeah,
Obi was on there. He said, yeah, there's a lot of like companies that do that. So
hell yeah, they
Voyager's
do.
kind of replicating this with this new 50,000 VGX tier.
Yeah, that's not uncommon. And you know, they better be showing up to your house to park your car for you after you load the groceries. I mean, it's you know, if you're holding that.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was pretty interesting.
yeah, that's cool, dude. For me personally, I had my $10 buy go through. I picked up like another $20 worth just cause.
You have at least 500 though, right? The bare minimum.
I'm just slightly under 500
You need at
actually,
least 500 before.
and that's the thing. I've been really kind of trading VGX and trying to accumulate more and more. I think I'm probably up 40 or 50 VGX in the last, I'll have to check, week or so. I'm sitting at I think I'm sitting at like, what am I sitting at? I don't even look at it. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit further than I thought I was. 315 VGX.
Nice. I'll just send you
It
the
is
rest.
what it is.
I'll just send you the rest. Okay. I got you, bro.
All right. I'm going to sell it.
Oh, Joel's on. Oh, thought this was 6FIGS.
6FIGS.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. So was he thinking that I blocked him, or was he thinking that you're blocked?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't
them, man.
Unless people come on my channel and start like doing profanities and like racist and sexist stuff, that's the only time I block people. Otherwise, I don't pay attention to anybody. But I will say that
someone put him
put
auto timeout.
Dude, I can tell you this. YouTube has like some of the craziest stuff. If you've commented and I haven't responded, I have not cleaned out my comment section in a long time. But what happens is there'll be like regular, dude. There'll be like regular shit. There'd be a like regular comments. Like I'm looking at this right now. I'm looking at just regular visitors of my channel, and I'm like looking at this right now, and there's an endless list of comments that should have been listed. I don't know, maybe your comments got hung up there, but yeah, man, I don't know.
Tweet right now, hold on, making a tweet.
Joe,
hang live with real 6FIG.
See, I do have moderators on my channel, so that could have been something too. But yeah, whatever. Well, good to see you here.
Really thought Voyager would come out with bigger news since they were at TPC with Market Rebellion.
I mean, the news that you had kind of talked about just now, that's pretty big news.
That's the biggest
extra tiers. I mean, what did you say that first tier was at 100?
50.
And how much do you get? How much? What's the percentage that you get if you hold 50 VGX? 7%, 6%?
We don't know yet. The details.
Oh, you don't know. Okay, so he's okay. So they are really.
He had a phone conversation with Obi-Wan. You know Obi? He was on the stream.
He's
tonight.
A beast. Yeah, he
talked to Steve on the phone for 30 minutes about his whole thing about it.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, he knows his stuff for sure. Especially about EGLD, man. I tell you what, you guys are looking to look at EGLD.
Yeah, I want to do some TA on that.
He's freaking crazy. He knows every single thing about that. He could start up his own YouTube channel and become like the
I told him to.
ambassador. He could become like the ambassador for freaking Elrond, dude, for sure.
Or the crypto consultants.
Absolutely.
That
So,
was
whatever.
the conversation with Pablo Escobar, well, VGX Hero or whatever. But we were like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, Crypto Airborne. He's like, why aren't you charging for your shit? I was like, I don't know, man. It's like everything's for free. I don't care. But he's like, you could name yourself as a crypto consultant. He's like, nobody knows what that means nowadays. He's like, people are starting to learn, but then again, you can start getting deep into like who is a crypto consultant. There isn't any crypto consultants type of thing.
Right.
Like, how do you know who is a crypto consultant and whatnot? You don't.
Yeah.
But then he said he jumps into the thing. He's like, this is a part of an era where there is nothing. We could be the first, like the drone community that we were in. Jump into drones, like we're the first crypto consultants in this space, charging.
Right.
So,
and I think Elizabeth is really, she's in the chat here. She is probably a crypto consultant.
I was about to say.
And she just commented that. I didn't even see that until just now.
Yeah. So
I was going to say she does like get up in front of crowds, speeches, stuff about crypto. So definitely she's probably one of the crypto consultants, probably one of the top ones.
Yeah.
For sure. That's doing it professionally. Not like us. That just, we're not really consultants. We're just more of entertainment purposes, talk about the markets kind of thing.
Yeah, but then again, you can take that with a grain of salt because you could talk, you can know people and get the inside information about certain things too. Like, a consultant is so varied and generic when it comes to things like that. Like, you could be an idiot, but you can know some people and know some projects that are going to come about, get a lot of money. Like, I can get so big with that.
Yeah,
you don't know. Crypto consultant. Yeah, like I don't know. It just all depends.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's definitely.
I've got $1 billion, man. I got this project that someone started. I'm going to throw $10 million into that project, and I'm going to say, "Hey, I know this influencer, and this influencer. Hey, I know Crypto Airborne. Hey,
Big boy, crypto baby.
I'm going to jump into your chat just like Elizabeth is, and I'm going to pump this. Like, it's all psyops. I mean, I'm thinking crazy stuff. I love Elizabeth and everyone else, but I'm just saying, like, crypto consultant is so generic and early nowadays. Like, you can always just be wary, do your own research type of thing.
Yeah.
When you say that, but that's what I think of in my mind, because I like to question things, something that you're not really allowed to do nowadays. You can't have an opinion, but I'm not going to go there, do that.
I sure hope not. So Elizabeth says, I like working with newbies. I help create crypto strategies, educate on the market, teach how to research, teach how to develop investment plans, etc.
Yep.
Yeah, that's wonderful, man. That's freaking great. Got a good thing going.
Yeah, it's ever evolving. Like, I feel like we're in the early 90s, mid 90s, like with this internet boom.
Yeah.
We're all trying to figure out what the heck we're all doing. You got the older people, you got like the new generation, you got the young generation, all trying to tie into crypto, be consultants, be an expert, a subject matter expert into like what you do and whatnot. So it's like, but yeah, I'm open to it. I'm not like trying to like say she sucks or whatever, but
I sure hope not.
No. Yeah, see, she's like, you should develop your own program and work for veterans. Yeah, I thought about it. Like, I'm like, how many crypto veterans? If you tell me you're prior military or veteran and you're into crypto, hey, I would love to talk to you. We instantly connect on the
teach them how to lose money, man.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. Like, I don't really care. I just like to talk to people about it and educate as much as I can. And if I don't have an answer to something, or like I can educate you guys on it, I'll find someone that will give you an answer, type of thing. So
yeah, absolutely. Elizabeth says she studies 10 hours a day. Man, I believe it 100%. I'm right up there with you. It's really, when you think of continued education, like crypto space is like the most commanding and demanding of spaces to be in regarding that. So I saw a, what was it? I can't remember the crypto, but I could find it quick. Crypto project announced that they were going to stop pursuing development on their crypto network or whatever. My gosh, like if you're not like staying up to date on the news, like dedicating 10 hours a day to this stuff, like man, you could really come back to bite you hard.
yeah, but don't let it drive you crazy at the same time.
Right.
It's crazy what's going on.
It really is, man. It really is. But
all right, should we jump into
else? Yeah, let's do a little bit of
quick TA?
Yeah, let's do some TA and then call it. I'm going to share my screen here.
I want to play some Oculus, man.
Yeah, not me. But let's get into this. I'm just kidding. We can do a little bit.
You got to work? It's Saturday tomorrow. It's only 11 o'clock your time.
I've been off all week, bro. I haven't done squad all week. Bear with me 1 second. I've been traveling, going to zoos. I've been up on the North Shore, staying in like a little penthouse suite with the hot tub on the roof all week. It's been nice. I'm ready to come back. I spent $40 on a pizza, $25 on 2 beers.
Wow.
I lived it up for sure.
Nice.
So I'm back to reality now, though. Can you see my screen? Let's just kick things off with VGX. Why don't we?
I'll maximize it. There we go.
Yeah. Maximize the amount of pain we're about to see. So with VGX, I've been standing by this possibility of this inverse head and shoulders now for the last few weeks, and I've been absolutely destroying anybody that questions it.
I know.
No doubt about that for sure. With that said, I do think that, we can see this epic squeeze here that's happening with VGX right now. And we can see how Voyager is really kind of condensing here and trading sideways. And we can see that, I would say that within the next day, we're going to see Voyager token really start to make some moves. And I'm thinking this is going to come at least up to $1.80 and test this trend line here. If we can break through this, we're going to see Voyager really start taking off. And I do think that, maybe, just maybe, we might be able to see this $2.07 range, $1.86 range, somewhere in there. But like I said, we're going to need to get past this trend line first. Now let's take a quick peek at Voyager on this daily chart, because it's damn important that we do.
Yeah, they're April and May. They have huge marketing things going on in conjunction with the debit card rollout.
Nice.
So everyone's thinking that it's going to get crazy. So maybe a time sequence if there's something going into next month.
There's a time sequence today or yesterday. Let's look at this, because I'll show you this quick, and I didn't mean to cut you off there. Here's the time sequence that I was talking about yesterday and this week. So yesterday, March 11th, which is today, depending on where you're at in the world. But we can see that this is indicating that there could be a potential shift in the market. So we do have this right now. And what's beautiful about this setup, we've got this 50 moving average way underneath this 200 moving average. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we got this 200 moving average up here, which has only been visible now since March 7th. So now we can really get a good bead on where Voyager token is going, things like that. When I see price action hanging this low below the 50, which is hanging this far below the 200, I am extremely bullish. We do have some nice thinning of the Ichimoku cloud. And this is really a great thing to see, because when we start talking about thick Ichimoku clouds, traditionally price action doesn't do so well trying to trade through them. So another thing to keep in mind is that once this 50 moving average just barely starts to trade horizontally, just barely, a lot of times what we'll see is price action shoot up. And so this is where I think like this $2 price range will come into play. And there might even be a solid chance of some Elliott wave theory, something like this up to this 200 moving average, and at least come up and check that. But what's beautiful about this setup right now is that if we can make it through and check this 200 moving average by default, we will be above the Ichimoku cloud, which means things have turned bullish again, possibly. Doesn't necessarily guarantee it, but if we can set up with some sort of bullish pattern, I think that things have a really good chance at thriving. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with this. I do think that Voyager is setting up really nicely to do a really nice bounce here. Let's just look at this on the weekly, and there's
I was about to say, like, the different time frames with the time sequences. How does that affect, like if you go like a 4-hour time frame for the time sequence compared to the daily?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Like, how do you compare the daily with a 4-hour time sequence? Is it more accurate, or like you just don't? It's just the same. I don't know.
So it all depends. If you were to go in on like a 20-minute or hour-long chart and hook up some time sequence, like draw some points, you would get some pretty accurate time sequence down to that time frame. So when we start looking at like a 2-day chart, okay, we can draw some time sequence from this swing low to this swing high, and we'll know that within 2 days of March 14th here, we could expect to see some sort of volatility increase. And just by looking at this in hindsight, I would say that there is a great chance that we will see Voyager token start to increase in price here. And this is simply because when we look back at time sequence in hindsight, by measuring this swing low to this swing high, which are pretty erratic price swings, what we see is that it predicted a perfect reversal point here. And in addition, it predicted, kind of a drop off here. We can see it was nothing but spinning tops coming into this time sequence over the course of a week, a 2-day time frame, right? So each candle is 2 days. And what we can see is that this full body candle action started on this time sequence right around January 17th, 16th. And now we have something very similar taking place here. So I do think that we are going to get the bounce, and I do think that we are going to come up to this $2, the $2.40 ish level, somewhere in there, with Voyager token. And different time frames will really give you kind of different results, things like that. If you have enough data where you can pull from a weekly chart, sometimes that's for the better. You can really narrow things down to a week, especially if you're trading or looking for long-term plays. So that's just my thoughts based off experience trading Ichimoku Cloud
Have you
and time
noticed
sequence and stuff like
have
that.
you noticed any other coins or tokens that are similar in trading to VGX right now that are ready to pop?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that's the one guy I follow. He said that like there's so many like H bars
Yes.
ready to blow up. Like he said there's so many tokens, even Bitcoin. I forget what time
Yes.
frame is ready to
So
pop right now.
we'll go into this as we really look through some of this TA here. But what I want you guys to take away right now and just stick this in the back of your mind is the symmetrical triangle squeeze that's happening right now. So when we start to look at some of these other cryptos here in just a moment, we'll be seeing a lot of the symmetrical triangle squeeze. And I don't necessarily think that this is really following Bitcoin per se. I think, like I mentioned in my live stream that I did last night, I think this is just the natural rhythm of the universe. We see all these cryptocurrencies trading the same way. All these stock prices, all the stocks trading the same way. Lots of influence happening through news, et cetera, et cetera. And the best comparison I can think of is that, when we start thinking of everything being in unison with each other, you can think of like the waves crashing against the beach in Hawaii, or the same exact waves crashing against the beach in India. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So everything's kind of on this same natural rhythm. But I do think that there could quite possibly be some bullish movement about to happen with the market. And let's look at the total crypto market cap, because if I remember right, this had a symmetrical triangle squeeze on it. If we look at this on the 1 hour chart, I'm going to just go ahead and clear all of this. Okay, so we can see this is a very nice symmetrical triangle squeeze. So we know that this market in the total crypto market cap has been squeezing.
Oh yeah.
Simply because we can draw this out. So this is a very similar pattern, at least dating back to late February. The markets have been kind of in this consolidation phase. So I think that right now at the total crypto market cap, we're just going to look at this thing on a little bit higher of a level. But one of my thoughts initially with the total crypto market cap was, bear with me 1 second, that we could possibly be in some sort of head and shoulders pattern. And this could possibly be some sort of fake out. Basically, because we do have all the elements needed to form a head and shoulders pattern at this moment in time for the total crypto market cap. Now we can see.
So
Let's
is
just
that
get rid of
bearish or bullish
this.
on
Is
that
a
macro?
very bearish sign. Whenever we start to see the head and shoulders, now if this was an inverse head and shoulders pattern, we'd be really kind of happy. But since this is a head and shoulders pattern, this really is not the best thing that we could possibly see. I'm not trying to get anybody scared here, but we can kind of see where this symmetrical triangle squeeze is on the daily. I would say that if you see the total crypto market cap drop below 1.68, let's go 1.69 trillion, right?
Yeah.
I do think that there might be some sort of a fallout here. So this is what it is right now.
But it's been keeping that trend line the whole time. Like obviously, crypto and Bitcoin's been programmed to go up forever. So it's like, well,
sure.
you go back to Bitcoin, the 200 moving average is what it's been bouncing off of forever.
So here's the beautiful thing about this. So you see when we're looking at this on the daily chart, you can see this little section of Ichimoku Cloud. it's very thin. It means that if price decides to even get the slightest bounce, there's a tremendous chance that we will see the total crypto market cap break through this and maybe come back up to this 2.15-ish $trillion market cap.
That's what I think is going to happen.
I do too. I do too.
Not financial advice, 10 people watching, but
hey,
everything points to that. Charts, fundamentals. I don't know.
And we've got the 10 smartest people in the world watching this live stream. And I do think that they might possibly agree, okay, hey, there might be something that happens here within. Here's my guess. The Sunday candle is going to close Sunday night going into Monday. We're going to know the direction of the market. It might drop down to 1.62 before it goes back up. But at this point in time, we've damn near quadruple bottomed this trend line. So I do think that things, when we're showing quadruple bottom support off this trend line, let's start heading upwards, right?
Yeah.
So that's where we're at with the total crypto market cap. EGLD, I know this is one of your coins. It is.
Yep.
It is one of. Gosh, he's gonna kill me. What's his name? Obi-Wan Kenobi. How can I forget that? I've had a couple of drinks. It's a brain fart, so it's what it is. But yeah, we can see this symmetrical triangle that's happening here. EGLD is really hinging on this trend line. And you can see I've done some past TA off this. We had a symmetrical triangle squeeze here, and we came up to test the 200. It did not pass, but now look at this. Like I was saying earlier in this feed, this isn't the thickest part of an Ichimoku cloud, but where it tried to really break through this Ichimoku cloud was in the wrong spot. If this thing would have been another couple days later, we might have peeked through this Ichimoku cloud and been able to set something up. But price action has a difficult time breaking through the Ichimoku cloud when it's thick. And when it is thin, price action has a really easy time breaking through the cloud. And this is one of the most tremendous opportunities that we could ever ask for to break through the Ichimoku cloud, because to be frank, it's non-existent right in this area. So, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. So I think EGLD is looking good. It wouldn't surprise me to see this thing at least come back up to this $200 to $270 level. I don't want to get too much in depth on EGLD right now, but it is what it is. ICP. ICP is Internet Computer Protocol. They're ranked number 37 in the crypto list, or in the crypto ranking. So they've been around a long time. They employ a lot of people in the crypto industry. At one point, these guys were up to $750 a coin, the last pump, which is incredible. Right now, this is trading at about 16 and a half. But I do think that this thing is gearing up for another possible move to the upside as well. There's not really too much interest in ICP right now, so we won't really get in depth on it. But Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, Bitcoin's kind of been creating this little ascending triangle over the last, I don't know, few weeks, months. And I'm hoping that we get this squeeze to the upside here. You guys can see my previous TA here and how I was thinking that a symmetrical triangle was going to form, just like on VGX, just like on the total crypto market cap, folks. this is happening, and we have a significant vulnerability in the Ichimoku cloud where price action can really travel to this upside and come back up and test this 200 moving average, quite possibly. If we do not, don't worry. If we don't get up to this 47,000, what I'm looking for is a consolidation around 45,700. And then this is going to be the golden moment here, because if we can continue to hold this lower trend line here, I do think that it's on for Bitcoin. And simply because we are now trading above this Ichimoku cloud in this area here, and we have a very nice bullish pattern, bullish setup here. So I think that there is a great chance that we might see Bitcoin really take off and start running. And like I've been saying with Voyager token, a lot of these coins that are sharing these very similar.
Do you think it'll make just a lower high though?
I think that, well,
because like we gotta like when's the breakouts 45,000 above, right? Like how do we reconfirm this bull market?
And so this is one good way here. So when we're dealing with ascending triangles and things like that, one good way to project where prices might go is to measure this trend line here with these lows down here. So we'll just round this up to 40%. So I do think that there is a chance that we might see Bitcoin from this trend line head up 40%, which is right around the $63,000, $64,000 level. And guess what? This is a retest of all-time highs. You know, I'm not trying to get everybody excited and fill people with hopium, but this is significant, especially if we see some larger breakout like this occur, or some sort of Elliott wave theory movement to the upside. I would prefer some sort of Elliott wave theory movement to the upside in the grand scheme of things, but this is what I'm talking about. We very well could see something of this nature happen. It's entirely possible. I'm not saying we're going to go to 190,000, but when it comes to,
it happens.
I mean, it could. I'm not going to rule that out, but this, at the end of the day, I'm looking for something like this to happen. Some sort of Elliott wave theory move to the upside. So
get ready.
Here's what it is. I think that Bitcoin is looking spicy right now, unless something significant happens, which in this day and age, all it takes is one tweet or one missile to be launched, and everything's effed in the A, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's my take on Bitcoin. Well, I'm just gonna skirt off the path here. Yokai Swap.
Whoa, what happened?
Dude, so Yokai Swap put out
I keep forgetting
tweet.
I'm staking some stuff.
Yeah, dude. I swear, I got back into Yokai. Once this thing, man, I wish they would have, okay, they do have the original data here. So I had bought in at the IDO prices, and then this thing took off.
So did I.
Dude, this thing took off. I made a boatload. I completely withdrew all my
I remember
money.
that, dude. You did good.
And I just bought back in. So Yokai Swap, I got in the 7 cent range. I did buy some at 8 cents today, but then they just dropped this tweet where they were saying that they are going to have a token burn coming up, and then they will be doing something else. What was it? What the hell was it? They were doing a token burn, and then they were OMG, LOL. I cannot remember this. I've had so much crazy stuff going on right now. So they're doing a halving. That's right. So they're going to be doing a halving on March 19th, and they are going to repurchase Yokai and burn it. So kind of crazy, really crazy to say the least. But with that said, price and this news was just released tonight, about an hour and 40 minutes ago. So we can see that price is reacting quite well to this news. So that's a good thing. And I think that we're going to see Yokai Swap really start to move back upwards. But I have a nice little bag of Yokai Swap myself. And I will be, well, I have been farming this, to say the least. But yeah, we'll drift away from this because I know the audience probably isn't engaged much in Yokai Swap. Bitcoin dominance is on an uptrend. We can see that it is really kind of broken free from this downtrend here. Excuse me, this downtrend here. This really has kind of played several different roles here. I mean, we can see that it broke this downtrend here, broke this downtrend here. And this is starting to really look like a gone fan in the respect that we might be seeing Bitcoin continue this process here. But I do think that Bitcoin is looking good on the daily chart. The Bitcoin dominance just had a golden cross, which is significant. So I think that at this point in time, we might be getting ready to see Bitcoin start getting ready to rumble. So I like that. Ethereum's in this symmetrical triangle squeeze, just like Voyager token, just like the total crypto market cap.
Yeah.
Just like every other freaking thing.
Right. Everything is deemed like ready to blow up,
Yeah,
right? Like
I think
not,
so.
Well, everything is ready.
Except Nervos.
No, but isn't like the majority of the coins and tokens, technical analysis wise, are ready to blow up, or not blow up, but break to the upside, right?
Seems like it. It seems
I
like
follow a lot of TA people, and I know you don't follow TA people, but I watch videos and whatever. I always take it with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
But these people are like, everything is ready to break out to the upside.
Yeah, here's some great. I do agree with you there. Here's some things that we can kind of look at too, and this is CKB as an example. Now, what happened every time we blew through this relative strength index level of 30? Start hitting these numbers here, well, price went up. Same with down here, price went up. Right here, price went up. What's going to happen here? Well, logically, we're going to think that history is going to repeat itself and price is going to go up. So I dropped a video, I caught a lot of flack a couple days ago on CKB and how I was thinking, that we're going to revisit this 3.5 cent-ish level. And I do think that CKB is in this ascending triangle pattern. These lows are continuing to get higher and higher. And eventually what we're going to see with CKB is not that. Jesus Christ. We're going to see this basically inverse, the staircase climb continue to happen. So I do think that 3 cents, 3.5 cents with CKB, definitely doable. I think 10 cents with CKB within the year plus, definitely doable. And we can just kind of go ahead and throw up. Actually, you know what?
What if a BNB happens or a Kadena outbreak? Do you ever plan for those?
Kadena, I don't hold Kadena. Well, I do know that they're being listed to Binance, though.
Well, but like the massive breakouts of these coins.
Yes.
Do you ever like put it on CKB that it could happen? like BNB. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I think it could.
so it defies your technical analysis. That's why I like to challenge you guys about.
So like when I'm dealing with like technical analysis and stuff like that, you know, it's good to a certain extent, you know, if there's no extraordinary events happening. You know, but if obviously a Binance listing or something or a Coinbase listing happens, that changes the game. And we can still apply TA to it after the fact. But, you know, it is what it is. But I do think that CKB could be gearing up for a much larger move, quite possibly to the upside later on this year. If we just stick this like right up here, I mean, I'm not even going to say this, but
well, yeah, I'm just saying that's what happened to BNB.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah,
if it's a good project, like what was the catalyst that made BNB do that? You know what I mean?
Right. CKB it pulled
do a CKB to BNB comparison.
Yeah, CKB did a roughly 1500x in 2021. It's not something that you hear too much about either.
No, it's super.
Let's just look at BNB. BNB has put in their time.
That's why I love to look at this. The only difference that like BNB has is they have their own smart chain, but
yeah. Is this the right thing? BNB?
I don't see anything. Oh.
Binance Coin. You can see my old TA here that I don't remember the last time I looked at Binance Coin.
I don't either.
But
go back to like the initial think of BNB as Voyager. Like, look how many years. Yeah, you get a
2017 is when it was first tracked by TradingView.
Yeah, but like, can you zoom in? Like, how long did they go? Because Voyager is only like 3 years. Like, they launched crappily, whatever. Yeah, like from the big boost. Yeah, like from the launch to the big boost. What's the time frame?
About 3 years. And then we saw Binance rocket. I'm just going to pick this number here because it's kind of a fair number. We saw this thing rip 2,200%. And this is really forming out a nice ascending triangle right now. So it might not be a bad time to scoop up a little BNB once we test this trend line here. That's the only time I'd pick it up. But we have come down to the 786. God damn, this is where I love TA. 786 almost perfectly within $2, $3. But we do have an ascending triangle on BNB. It would not surprise me to see this thing return to the $710-ish level. Basically a 2x from here. So yeah, it is what it is, right? But I do think that there's no questions about it in my own mind that Voyager token will they already are successful. That's it. That's all you need to know. They already are successful. And it is what it is. I think the more they expand, you know, they're on Coinbase now. It would be nice if they could get on some other higher end exchanges, but we're sitting pretty with Voyager token. I like Voyager token. It's like Yokai Swap. My little baby's up 13%, which means I'm up probably 15%
8 cents.
now.
That's it. That's all it's worth.
Dude, this was worth.
It was like 50 some cents. Dude, when you got me into it.
Yeah, this was worth like 75 cents.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It ran up, man, 75 cents. I think this thing's about to start running again.
I mean, like everything is supposed to start running. So who knows?
I may wait for this thing to 2x or 3x and then swap a good portion into CKB. Yeah. We'll see. I like Yokai Swap. I like the farming and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think I'm done with TA, man. It's 12:45 my time.
Yeah.
Then you have to get at least 5K VGX 6FIG.
There you go.
Elizabeth, you are right. You are right.
Yeah.
I think that is true. Let's do one request here. Kava. Let's do that for Strika. Want to get him taken care of here.
Kava is actually a good thing in Florida. You guys ever hear of kava? It's like a kava tea. It's like a tea drink where you like drink it and it relaxes you and stuff.
Jacks you up.
No, it's kava tea. It's actually pretty awesome.
Makes you hallucinate and stuff. It's crazy.
Just depends.
Just kidding. So Kava is in this falling wedge. This is a very bullish. Excuse me. This is a very bullish thing to see, Strika. So anytime we see price consolidating like this is great. Kava may in fact be kind of gearing up to test this trend line here around this $3 30-ish cent level. If you see this thing trading below $3, you might be heading to a lower level. I don't know if it's going to get down to $2.39, but we could very well get down to the $2.50, 60 cents. The only thing I'm not liking about this is the fact that we have a pretty thick Ichimoku cloud here, and that's going to be tough for price action to break through. You can see how it's tried in the past on these thicker portions of the Ichimoku cloud. We just haven't had any luck. But on these thinner little avenues here, you can see how price action has barely triumphed, if that makes any sense. But I guess here's another example of it not passing through a thinner part. But, price action loves thin parts of the Ichimoku cloud, something I'm just not seeing here. So this thing might take a step down and trade sideways a little bit more to thin this cloud out, quite possibly before it makes a move above it. It's just my cup of tea on this.
Nice.
Yeah, it is what it is. But it's nothing but a scam coin.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's midnight where I'm at. I gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, me too.
This was supposed to be a half an hour thing. It
Yeah, it's
always
only
goes long. It's been fun. It's been way overdue too.
All right, man.
So, Crypto Airborne out.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Crypto Airborne out. It was good. Good times.
All right.